So we're just going to complete task number 3 with now staining the blood smears that we just prepared. So again, the first blood smear I did, which looks completely dry, is my tabletop method, which looks like it goes about 2/3 of the way down the slide, which is appropriate. And then my second slide was my handheld method that I did. Unfortunately, it doesn't look as good. Goes down about halfway down the slide, which again is appropriate. We want it to go anywhere from 1/2 to 2/3 down of the slide to have a good smear. So again, I have my Diff Quick stains right here lined up in a row. It's a Wright's stain. So the first one you have is your fixative, which is bluish in color. The second one that you have is going to be reddish orange in color. That is going to be your eosin solution. And then your last third solution is going to be a bluish purplish in color, and that's your methylene blue solution. So we're going to do 10 dips, 1 second each in your first solution, 10 dips in your second solution, and then 10 dips in your third solution, and then we'll rinse it gently with some water. So first I'm just going to take off the lids because you don't want to contaminate your solutions. And you also don't want to touch any of the stains, so I'm just going to gently use a hemostat to hold on the feathered edge of my slide. Again, you just want to hold it gently because too much pressure you can crack your slide because it is glass, so I'm just going to hold it gently. And then we're going to do 10 dips into your first solution. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to gently pat that on the paper towel. Moving on to your second solution. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we're going to dip that on the paper towel. And then your third solution. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we did all 3 solutions 10 times each, just getting the excess off of the bottom. And then we're just going to go over to our sink and we're gently going to rinse it with the butt end down just to get off any of the excessive solutions. So I'm going to come over here. This is way too much, but we also don't want it to do a drop at a time. So we're just going to do a nice little steady stream, just like that. We're just going to rinse it real quick. Get rid of any of the excessive solution. I'm not putting the direct water right onto my sample, right above it. Okay. And then we're going to be laying this out to dry. As you can see, it is purplish in color, which is ideally what we would like to go for with our stained slides. Okay, so then I'm just going to grab it at the feathered edge real quick, and I'm going to lay it vertically so it can dry. Okay, and then we're going to repeat the same exact thing with our second slide, which was our handheld method. Again, I'm going to look at it first, make sure that it's nice and dry, which it seems nice and dried. Don't see any wetness to it. I also, on both slides, have not noticed any holes, any streaks, any scratch, anything that looks abnormal that would interfere with making the blood smear. So I'm going to go ahead and stain this one as well. So I'm going to have my hemostats. I'm going to just grab the feathered edge of the slide gently with the hemostats, and we're going to do the same thing again, 10 dips into each solution with a gentle rinse at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. get off the extra. And then our next solution, the eosin, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just dry off the end of that one. And then our last one, our methylene blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Get off the extra. And then again, we just want to rinse off the excessive solutions. So we're going to go over to our sink. Again, slow stream of water. And we're just going to put butt end down and rinse off the excessive stain. Okay. Again. And as you can see with that one, we also have a bluish purple color with our staining, which means that we have appropriately been stained. And then I'm just going to lay this one out to dry as well. So I'm just going to leave them here a little bit longer, and once they are dry, I'm going to take a pencil just to label it at the end. So I'll be back in a little bit after they are dry.